Okay, we're looking a little bit better with this thing. Real good news in that the storm is down a little bit in its strength, and it's really kind of spreading out. So usually when you have a hurricane, say a 90-mile-an-hour hurricane or any kind of a hurricane, it was 140 for a while. It's right outside the eye, right on the edge of the eye where the worst winds are. But now the winds are starting to spread out all the way on up to Cape Lookout and all the way toward the Wilmington area. So they're not real near the eye. So this thing is not looking as healthy right now as it moves northwestward at about 6 miles an hour. Kind of took a few little wobbles this evening, but is expected to resume more of a west-northwestward course. All the forecast models are agreeing. By 8 o'clock, the outer eye wall, if it still exists, as an eye wall, but basically the brunt of the storm is going to be moving on short toward the Wilmington area. And the worst part of any storm is to the right of any storm making landfall. So that's where we're really going to see some problems with heavy rainfall. There'll likely be tornado warnings out for a lot of areas. Lots of tornadoes going on to the right of where the eye makes landfall. Again, that tidal flooding going on as well. There's where things are by 8 o'clock in the evening. So from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening, it only moves maybe about 50 miles from making landfall at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning to the evening hours. It's 75 miles an hour in terms of its strength. So it hasn't weakened all that much. It's still close enough to water, so it's going to maintain some strength. It'll draw in some steam heat off of it. So it's really going to be a heavy rainmaker. We could see 20, 30 inches of rain at most, I think, out of this. There's where things are by 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So from Friday evening to Saturday morning, it moves even less. So it just moves to a snail's pace coming up to the west of Myrtle Beach. And again, the worst part of it is going to be to the right of where that eye is, or what's left of the eye. By Saturday evening, again, still moving very slowly. You can see these are 12-hour increments. So 48 hours right from here all the way to here. So again, this is really going to do a number coming up on eastern, central or southeastern North Carolina and into South Carolina as well. Will it be comparable to Harvey where it kind of looped and looped and looped? No. Probably not that much, but still a very historic rainfall right through here. Could be some real problems out of that. The rain and, of course, the tidal flooding as well. By Sunday, though, it's on the move. 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's weakened down considerably and really starts motoring by Monday evening at 8. 25-mile-an-hour winds into southeastern Ohio and moves all the way into New England coming up by Tuesday evening. Very rapidly. It'll likely have some heavy rain with it. They don't need it up there. They've had some flooding rains lately. Last 6 hours, showing you what's going on. There's some rain offshore of us, and we're seeing that over the eastern shore right now, so we'll have to watch out for that. A little bit of rain into the Hampton Roads area, but the bulk of this storm is far on off to our south. We can see the movement of the eye right on into here, and we widen the picture back out a little bit and show you what's going on for the Hampton Roads area. Again, some pockets of rainfall into the region. You can see a little bit over the peninsula right now, and these could contain some brief, heavy, spritzy, wind-driven rains into the area, and we saw a little bit of that toward Elizabeth City, but the bulk of the rain is from the Albemarle Sound and southward, and that's where the heavier rainfall amounts are going to be. We'll see some rainfall in our area, but again, in the Hampton Roads area, but again, not as much as elsewhere. Farther to the south, the Albemarle Sound. Flash flood warnings in there. Tornado watch in effect. Real good chance of tornadoes with any landfalling hurricane or to the north of any landfalling hurricane in that situation. Here's the GFS. This has gotten too far south, but it nonetheless doesn't bring it on up. Brings it on up toward Wilmington by Friday morning at 7 o'clock, pretty close to the time. And then from there on in, the forecast model pretty much has what the Hurricane Center does. It's to the west and southwest of Wilmington by 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. And then it goes to the north, well, very close to in over the top of Myrtle Beach. The official line is right into here, just to the northwest of Myrtle Beach. So it's close on in. And I'm showing you this to give you an idea of what the dynamics are and where the rain's going to be. It's going to be on the north and east side of any landfalling hurricane or even a tropical storm by that point, or tropical depression by Sunday morning. And you can see where Hatteras is by this point. Now we move it on up, and it's all the way on toward where? East of Knoxville, right on into here. Still some very heavy rainfall there, and there's where it is for our area. Again, still producing some rain even on Monday and into the day on Tuesday as it smears all the way northward and on up into New England. We could get some heavy rain, 3 to 7 inches of rain, but that's spread out over for 3-4 days. So I'm not hugely concerned about the possibility of rainfall out of this. We did go through the tidal flooding. We'll see a little bit minor tidal flooding tonight, and then around 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, around moderate tidal flooding for most of us. And then it backs off very, very slowly after that. So a good chance of rain and wind overnight tonight, and we're going to be here with you for it. Jeremy Wheeler will come and take over at 2 o'clock in the morning, and Ashley and I'll be here until then. And then Saturday, scattered rain. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even a few showers. Wavy News 10 and 11 continues after this break.